How's it going, everybody? How y'all doing?
I just had a nice cup of coffee.
Before you are having more.
Oh yeah.
So you have coffee before you have coffee, just to make you ready for having coffee.
Dude, I needed it. I was being.
You can't taste coffee right until you've already had coffee.
You have to be caffeinated so that you be more excited about having coffee. Huh?
That's some next level stuff, guys. That's coffee theory. We're gonna show you guys our favorite method of making coffee. Right? There's so many tons of different methods. Even today, about 10 minutes before we started making this video, we were introduced to yet another coffee method that we didn't know about.
I had no idea that they had this little device.
Vietnamese coffee. Our next door neighbor, tenant in this building, really nice guy. He gave us one of those, it's like a little thing. There it is, that little thing. That's how the Vietnamese make coffee. We didn't even know. There's so many different ways of making coffee.
It goes on a cup and
goes on top of a cup. We could make another video. You know,
we'll be making video of making coffee all kinds of different ways. But today it's about Chemex.
Yes. So that's the point I was trying to make. There's so many different ways of making coffee that we'll probably make a series out of this where we show different ways to make coffee. But today we're gonna be talking about the Chemex. This is the Chemex glass. I don't know where to hold this. Vase, if you want to call it. And that's what we use to make the coffee in. So we're going to show you guys how we like to make it. Our recipe, our ratio, all of it. We'll take you through the entire process, and hopefully you might learn something, or you might disagree with us.
We have a way that I only know one coffee shop in Sacramento that makes
Insight
it like that.
Coffee Roasters, they actually showed us how. That's where I learned how.
That's where I learned. Yes, I learned from you, and you learned from them.
From them, Insight Coffee Roaster. That's the recipe that we're using, and the technique that we're using, because we found that it works best.
Yeah.
But yeah, coffee. There's a billion different ways to make it. Even if you're using the same device, you can make it a ton of different ways. So if you guys want, let us know in the comments if you make it differently. If you do make it differently on the Chemex, maybe we'll learn a few techniques ourselves. But yeah, here we go. So he's gonna make it, and I'm gonna be filming it and running my mouth talking about it.
So we're gonna start with our own roasted beans that I roasted 2 days ago.
By Vibrant Coffee.
Vibrant Coffee. We know those guys. They're pretty cool.
We heard of them. They're okay.
Colombia, Huila.
Yes, that's how. Yes.
I already tried them. They're really good. Let's do this. So we're gonna start out by weighing out our dosage. And what we do is we use 28 grams, a little bit more than 28, basically 1 ounce. That's the way how I do it. And we're gonna grind it in our burr grinder. So these grinders, they're designed just for coffee. This is not a spice grinder. We don't like using spice grinders. They're very inconsistent.
Yeah, they chop up the coffee.
Yeah, get a grinder that's designed for grinding coffee and is a burr grinder that uses burrs to grind. That is the best grinder to get.
Yeah.
And we're gonna grind it now.
It's gonna be loud. All right, so the grind size. We were at about halfway point on the grind size.
This one has 40 settings.
Yeah, 40 settings. Yeah. We're at the 20. So pull it out. Let's see what the size of the grind, because the grind size is also a factor in the way the coffee is going to taste.
Yeah.
So that's about the grind size. It's about a medium. It's not too fine and it's not too coarse either. It's right down the middle.
Would you say like sea salt?
Yeah, like sea salt. Yeah.
So we heat up the water in our gooseneck kettle, which is made by Bonavita. This is one of the most common gooseneck kettles out there that people use. It's very good at what it does. It's one of the best prices on the market, I think. And by the way, they're not paying us to say this.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be nice, but I have one like this at home. We have one here.
I have one at home.
Yeah, what I like about this one is you can preset the temperature and it will hold that temperature for you.
That's been holding for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we like to have the water at a little bit above 200 degrees Fahrenheit, around 203, 204. And yeah, that's the best temperature for, actually most coffee brewing methods require water to be around 200 degrees. That's where it sits. Yeah. You don't want like 212, which is boiling. These are specially made for this Chemex that we use, they're made by Chemex.
That's the company that makes the filters
Yeah.
and the device.
Yep. And the way it goes is we get this little vase here, which we call Chemex. Oh, and the filter is kind of like a big folded square.
Yeah, but the big deal is about the filter. This vase, you could use whatever shape that way, but the filter is what kind of makes them a really popular company, is because the way the filter is designed, it makes a really kind of juicy, fruity cup.
Yes, it filters out a lot of the bitterness that comes with coffee. So you want 3 layers of this filter go onto this little, what is that, a spout?
Yeah, it's just a little groove there for the coffee.
Yeah, and then the single layer goes to the back right here, like so, like this. This is how it's gonna work. And then we'll pre-wet it with water, just kind of rinse off the paper dust.
Yeah, you don't want it to taste like paper.
Yeah, and preheat the vessel, sort of.
The vessel, okay.
Yes.
I like that.
Was that a wrong way to?
No, that's correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it is
okay.
Indeed a vessel.
Trying to, you know, broaden my vocabulary.
All right, all right.
Okay. That should be good. So after you pre-wet, you want to dump the water.
Yeah, you don't
here.
want to taste any of that. So
Yeah, so I already got rid of the water, but you want to dump the water before you pour. Get your scale started, and the kind of scale you want to get is something that displays grams or ounces.
Or
We like to
ounces,
do
whatever.
everything in grams.
We do the metric system because we're a communist.
Okay.
Well, people have said in the comments that we're Russian spies. So.
Well, you know, that may or may not be true. Put our 28 grams of ground coffee right in there. Did you not get it?
Nope, because your hand was covering my camera.
Oh, well, my bad. Should I?
No, it's fine.
It's good. Okay, zero out the thing.
All right, and now 400 grams of water is
Right,
the
but
ratio that we use.
first we have to bloom the coffee.
Yes.
Right?
28 grams of coffee. You put 56 grams of water first, and that's called blooming, and it will show you.
Yeah, it's gonna basically degas and make bubbles and
Yeah,
stuff
so
like that.
you don't want to just dump the coffee or the water on top of the coffee. You want to put about double the amount of coffee. You want to put that much water. So
And you want to
saturate it. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to saturate the whole thing nicely.
You want to let those gases come out, and you do this for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, and if you buy coffee and it doesn't do this, it's probably old coffee that is kind of going stale already.
Yeah. We forgot the timer.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, I pressed the timer after, but you want to time it to about 30 seconds.
You want
of
to
this.
degas for 30 seconds. I'm going to go with 20 seconds because we're about 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I can even tell it's already stopped degassing.
Yeah, go
okay, so we're going to start our pour, which, like I said, is not your typical pour that everybody else does, but this is the way we do it. If you don't believe that it tastes good, try it
Come
for
on
yourself. And we do it like this. The
trick here.
The trick here is to get it to swirl like this. But you want to do 400 grams of water, but since I was looking at what I was doing here and not looking at the scale, I only did 330. But that's not a big deal. I can add this water later, but you don't want to overshoot. I'm just going to add this one over the top a little bit here.
Yeah, that's fine too. 400 grams. And the reason we do the swirl is because it takes the grinds to the sides, to the walls.
It basically mixes all of the grounds together. Like there is no dry spots or anything like that. All of the grounds get mixed consistently, and then because of the centrifugal force, they land on the walls of the Chemex, and it will extract evenly. And we're looking to extract this coffee in under 3 minutes.
Yep.
Right?
So we're at.
But you don't want to go under 2 minutes or anything like that. You want to be between 2 minutes and 30 seconds and 3 minutes. If it's taking you more than 3 minutes, or like 3 minutes and 15 seconds, if it's taking you a lot longer than that, like if you're going 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you should increase the grind size. That's how you will get it to drain faster, go through the beans faster, the water. if it's going too fast, if you're extracting like a minute and 30 seconds, your coffee is going to be watered down. You want to, you know, make the finer grind on this one. And here you go, look at the time, and we're basically done extracting. We're just 2 minutes and 45 seconds here.
Well, 55 for us.
Yeah, because we forgot to start the timer about 10 seconds late. So,
but that's about it.
and then you take that filter and dump it, and you got your coffee. Mix it up just a little bit.
Yep. And
this.
pour her in, man.
Pour it in there.
Into your Vibrant Beans mug.
Right. It tastes better that way.
It tastes better out of a Vibrant Beans.
It's been proven by doctors.
Scientifically, yes. 9 out of 10 doctors agree, and the 10th one just doesn't like coffee in general.
Yeah.
So his opinion is, you know.
So, and enjoy. This should make you about 12 ounces. A little bit more than 12 ounces, maybe 13, 12 and a half ounces probably of liquid
And then
coffee.
you wanna rinse that sucker because it'll get brown after a while.
Yes.
So after every time we use it, we rinse it and.
Yep.
All right, man. Recap. 28 grams of coffee.
28 grams of ground coffee, yes. 400 grams of water, heated up to roughly 200 degrees would be good.
And then burr grinder. Those are preferred.
Very important because it will be more consistent grind and it's going to extract better.
So about a medium-sized grind on that one.
Medium-sized grind.
You want to degas the coffee by putting about twice as much water as you have coffee and letting it sit for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, let it degas for
blooming,
30 seconds.
That's what it's called.
And I don't know if you noticed, this Bonavita has the timer built into it.
Yeah.
So you do need a timer if you're going to extract it properly.
Yeah, start the timer as soon as you start the blooming. So as soon as that water hits the coffee, start the timer, 30 seconds in. So pour your blooming amount, 30 seconds in, pour the rest of it in. And that whole process should take you under 3 minutes.
Yeah, from the moment the water hits the grounds to fully done, the water goes all the way through all 400 grams of water. It should be about 3 minutes, under 3 minutes, give or take.
And if it takes you a lot longer or a lot quicker, then you would adjust the grind size of the beans. So you either make it more coarse or more fine. I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, and it makes you roughly 12 ounces of coffee in the cup, which I consume at least 2 of those in one day, at least.
And that's a strong cup of coffee.
It's I've heard people get really, really jittery drinking that.
Yeah, we let our friendly neighbor have some, and he said that it's too strong for him. He said he got all jittery and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're addicted, and we're not ashamed of it. So
love the jitters.
We started a business around our addiction. So in your face.
Man, what can you do?
Yeah.
It's the best thing you can do with your addiction. You could either get rid of it and say goodbye to the favorite thing you like to do.
This may come across in a different way, though.
Start a business.
Considering we're dealing
Depending
with
on what kind of addiction, of course, it is. You know.
Listen, we're gonna wrap up this video before we get in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, so that was it. That was our version of how we make coffee, and this was our favorite method. We're gonna probably make we're definitely gonna make videos about tons of different kinds of methods of making coffee, because this is not the only way to drink. This is one in a million ways to drink.
This is one of the pour-over methods. There's a V60 Hario pour-over. There's a Kalita.
There's different kinds of pour-over. Yeah. And by the way, I don't think we mentioned, pour-over simply means that you're pouring hot water over the coffee.
Grounds, yeah.
Over the coffee grounds through a filter. That's what a pour-over is.
That's
you're
what it
pouring
is.
it with your hand.
Not really what I said on the Instagram post.
Oh yeah, we did an Instagram post today. It was a bit misleading.
But I thought it was funny.
But it was hilarious. So check out our Instagram. All right, guys. That was it for this video. That's all we wanted to do, is kind of share how we like to enjoy our beans, and let us know what you think. If you have different ways of making it, if you have some suggestions or whatever, let us know in the comments, and let's talk about coffee.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you in the next video. You guys have a good day, and so long.
Yeah, and stay caffeinated as long as you can.
Always.